Welcome to Shotgun Story, the podcast that has conversations with indie creators about music, meaning, and the point of it all, so that you may be inspired by the journeys of other artists who are doing it for themselves, and maybe gain a little more understanding as to why it matters quite so much that you keep creating. Meel Vignetting are a 5-piece South African alternative indie rock band from Gauteng. And in studio, or at least remotely in studio, I have their lead vocalist and rhythm guitarist, Meel, with me here. Hi.
How are you?
Good. And you, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited.
What made you start music in the first place?
I think I was just born with it. I've always enjoyed singing and dancing and music, and I used to do figure skating when I was younger.
Oh,
and
wow.
So I got skates and my elder sister got a guitar, and I very soon realized that I should have taken a guitar as well. Luckily, she was kind enough to lend me her guitar, so I kind of taught myself to play. And I haven't looked back ever since.
Wonderful. So you play guitar and you sing?
Yes.
Did you study music, or has it been something that's been self-taught?
Self-taught all the way, yeah. Unfortunately, my parents are the old school, you don't make money with music, don't go study music, study something else type of people. Yeah.
Yep. That's familiar.
Yeah.
3 highlights of your career so far in music.
Wow, highlights. A Strap was definitely a highlight for me. It was by chance that we got to play there. I'm very, very fortunate. And we got to open for Wonderboom, which has been one of my favorite bands growing up. So that was a really cool highlight. And I must say, Galpalooza is pretty much a highlight for me as well. I don't know how the hell I got on that lineup. But I'm very honored and I'm very blessed. And it's been a very slow paced journey for me. I've been in and out of the music scene, but I must say the last couple of years, not without struggle, but it's been a wonderful, beautiful journey. And I feel I've grown a lot as a musician.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Galpalooza for a second.
Yes.
All-woman lineup on Women's Day.
Yeah, it's awesome.
As a woman in a fairly male-dominated industry, have you noticed any gender bias?
Oh, man. It's it's such a difficult conversation, because I do believe that as a female, it's quite difficult to make it in the scene. There's always all my life, there's been this general motion of girls they can't play their instruments and, stuff like that, where a lot of the males feel like we have it easy because we're pretty, or, it's easy to get followers because of our looks and stuff like that. But it's not what it's about, So I think it's great that we have an all-female lineup and amazing musicians to add to that. I think a lot of the ladies on the lineup are some of the greatest musicians in South Africa. And I think some of the guys can learn a lesson or two.
So you're based in Gauteng?
Yeah.
But mostly Pretoria, hey?
Yes. Mainly Pretoria, yeah.
What is the music scene like in Pretoria?
I must say I'm very fortunate that I do get quite a lot of gigs. I play at a lot of markets and restaurants and stuff like that as a solo artist. But for the band scene, I think it's died down a little bit. There's literally 2 or 3 venues in Pretoria where you can play full band, unfortunately. And obviously you don't want to overplay as well. And for me as a Pretoria musician, it's a little bit difficult to break the Joburg scene. I have been trying. And I am fortunate that I do get a few gigs here and there in Joburg side. But yeah, it's not always easy. I feel the music scene, unfortunately, is very cliquey, because I hear some of the Joburg bands really struggle to get gigs in Pretoria as well.
Yeah.
So we did try touring for a bit, but it's also difficult if you don't really have like a hit song out on the radio or, stuff like that. So it's difficult to break the scene, but still grateful that there is opportunity to gig, and that's part of the journey, Yeah.
And challenges in the live music industry?
Challenges, I would say marketing is a challenge. It's really like you have to stay on top of things. I think that's, especially for me, I mean, I have the band, but they're not really actively involved in the marketing and stuff like that. So everything falls on me. It's nice to have someone that does the marketing for you, because it's really like you have to come up with like things all the time to stay relevant. Yeah. And, it takes a lot out of your day to prep, and but it's fun. I enjoy it.
Fortunately.
Yes.
From your experience, what have been the best things that have worked to attract audiences to shows?
Something that's worked for me, strangely, is I do a lot of tribute shows. And I feel a lot of people that follow my personal journey as people that have seen me at tribute shows. And I guess because I obviously do covers and tributes of bands that inspire me, and that's something that's really helped me build a following.
Nice. And tribute shows, who are your shows?
The biggest one is Cranberries. Mm-hmm. Cranberries is my main influence, but we do No Doubt, done Coldplay tributes, Paramore, stuff like that. So yeah.
Cool.
Thank you.
And songwriting? What is your songwriting process like?
Yeah, I know I should write more. I've got a few stuff out on the streaming platforms. Mm-hmm. I don't write as much as I should, but usually I fiddle around on the guitar and I get like a melody, and then I kind of write words that go with the emotion of the melody. Or sometimes I'll just get some random lyrics and then try and compose music around that.
Right. And you were influenced by the Cranberries, right? Do you find that they influence your songwriting style as well?
I think earlier years, yes, mainly, but I'd say I've evolved a little bit more. Coldplay is definitely a massive influence in my songwriting. But then there's also a bit like more of your harder stuff, like He Is Legend. I can hear a lot of their like chord progression style in my writing and stuff like that. And lyrics, it always just comes from the heart. So it's like, will be either like situations that I wish could happen, or it would be like real stuff that I went through. So yeah.
And do you have any advice for young indie creators?
Don't give up. Don't ever give up. Don't let people's opinions influence your feelings about yourself and your creative capacity.
And advice for particularly aimed at female creators?
Don't let people walk over you. If you feel in your heart certain and sure about what you do, don't let people manipulate you into doing things that you don't want to do. And stay true to yourself and own your feminine, I think it's difficult because I've been in bands where guys told me to, sing with some more balls or, be more aggressive and stuff like that. And that's not who I am. I'm a girl. I'm a lady, and the moment I embraced that is when I felt more free. So yeah, that's my advice.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
A local musical hero. Dead or alive,
Ooh.
Male or female?
It's so difficult because there's so many, but definitely I'd say Sugar Drive has really been like all the years, like it's been a band that's really inspired me because they're so unique and different and didn't care to experiment with like the electronic vibes and bring something new to the table. And definitely Vaughan and Worm as well. Like they've always been one of my favorite bands.
One social media link, your favorite one, that people can find you on.
Instagram. Under Meel Vignetting. MWLVIGNETTING. There we go.
Fantastic. So follow Meel Vignetting on
Instagram
to find out more about what she's doing and hopefully some fun little spin-offs and stuff from Galpalooza.
Yes, definitely.
Thank you for coming in.
Thank you.
If you are an independent artist whose passion for what you do can inspire or fuel others, get in touch. I'd love to chat. You can find me on shotguntory.com.
You've been listening to another production from Solid Gold Podcasts.
Doesn't have to be a big mystery. Don't have to grind your teeth, 'cause you know what I'm looking for. Can you even see that this is killing me? My pocket running astray all day. I dream about what you taste like. Won't you come over here? I'd like to check you out. Promise to make it count. If you tell me what you're looking for, I feel like I'm losing my mind. I can't stand the thought. Another moment of wondering what you're looking for. See that this is killing me. My body running astray all day. Do you wonder what I taste like?